Good evening. Just want to tell you right off the bat, the audience participation, it should be totally painless. It's your choice to participate or not. So we're not in the business of humiliation.
Or forcing people to do anything against their will.
We don't humiliate anyone else except for ourselves.
Yeah.
A lot.
You probably won't get wet.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Alex is from San Diego. It's a special time.
Homecoming for me. We'll talk about that a little later in the evening, but I think this was the first museum I ever went to. So you can see I'm honoring it tonight with my beautiful gown. Also, the lyrics to the songs are in this book, and this room is very echoey, which I think lends to its charm. But there are moments where you might not know what we're talking about. You might not want to know.
Just follow along with the
But you can follow along if you wish.
It's all voluntary.
It's optional.
Artistic innovation, patronized by royal advisors, wasteful spending in a time of distraction and war.
Spitting blooms of art, from fake eye fountains, infrastructure crumbles, as the pleasure palace rises, admirers encounter all the nobles close. In Rome, illustrati, sing the great sopranos. In Madrid, Las Majas, lay the tragic heroes of succession. Taxation and work that was not back to
The modest.
This is the first of several changes. But do it like I'm changing at the beach.
How much underwear?
H&M underwear.
To show which organs.
We're gonna all have to get over that sometime.
Look, we're going to get to know each other pretty well.
I might be naked.
Yeah. Oh, you need these? Okay. We're just letting you in on our process,
We're just letting you know what's going on.
so you're not scared. Hit it. Hit it.
Maybe a touch more volume out there,
The seasons.
Spring, it doesn't matter if you have money. When you are young and healthy and your debts will be paid one way or another now. Your debts will be paid one way or another now. Winter, you almost died, but you stayed alive because the endless
It's time for some truth circle.
Now that we're really vulnerable and torn open, we might as well just say some truth.
Just let it all hang out. Do we need to? Can you guys hear us? Do we need to use mics for this part?
Just be honest.
You can totally, this is about truth. Do you want us to use a mic? You can hear us? Okay. You can hear over here? No, you can't. You can't. Maybe we should use a mic.
Project.
Well, we could project.
But
But that was the
we're
truth.
trying to be real. It's not so theatrical.
Not so theatrical.
It's like true.
We've been accused of being very theatrical. I don't know
We're
where that's
trying to use realism. I'm gonna.
They project in realistic ways.
It's true, they do. I'm just gonna sit here casually.
Cool. All right, well, what's the truth? What do you want to share, you guys? With these nice people. Our new friends.
I like the floor a lot. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice floor. The walls are, what color is that? Butter?
I would say that is like sand dune.
Why do you think they picked this color for this room? Do you think it...
I don't know, but I don't really like this gallery as much. I like these paintings of Venice on the back. Those are pretty nice. Those masquerade ones over there.
The masquerade ones.
There's something wrong.
Can I just say,
They're pretty good.
I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say in this truth circle right now. Like, we've done this performance before, and I had a kind of a pre-rehearsed truth, but I didn't prepare, I didn't think about what I was
We can
gonna
talk about how I grew up in San Diego.
Or what?
And we can talk about how I grew up in San Diego. Make it about me.
Or you could just ask me any question that you want to answer.
So you're trying to make it about you.
I think I am, because I felt weird just now when you said, let's make it about me.
Because you wanted it to be about you.
I kind of just for a minute wanted it to be about me.
It is now.
But okay, you're right. So
We're all
I
looking at
moment,
it. Like even
this
we are.
is me, and now I'm really
I was going to talk about the museum for a while, and I was starting to.
Yeah, you kind of interrupted.
But, I mean,
I
the
wanna-
reason we're here is because of your deep psychological
It's true.
trauma.
Let's go with you.
My deep psychological trauma of growing up in San Diego, which actually was kind of mellow when you think about traumas, you know, as traumas go. I mean,
I wouldn't say it was that traumatic.
well, you don't know
Oh, it's
everything.
true. I know
Jeez.
some things.
I went to San Diego High School, which is down the street from here, right? Did anybody else go to San Diego High? Wait, oh, cool. Oh yeah, hey, Monica. Like one other San Diego high school person. I don't know, I mean, gosh, it's kind of embarrassing. When we were in New York, it was easier to talk about this kind of stuff with everybody. Let's see, I don't really know. Drama club was traumatic. I broke my arm in Little Shop of Horrors, I like dislocated
And that was
it
the first time he broke an arm
on stage.
'cause
But
he's
not the
broken
last
his arm
time,
twice
actually.
on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah. Let's see, what was it? It was like the late 80s. We only had Morrissey to be gay with. We didn't have Lady Gaga in those days. We had Madonna, but she was okay. But I like Katy Perry better, but that's a whole other topic. I feel like we're kind of done with this.
I think I'm kind of feeling the energy drop down.
Can you finish your comment? Yeah. Melin's gonna do this.
I looked at all the galleries, and I really like the other gallery a little better, the Renaissance and the medieval, and there's some really nice Magdalens, and there's a really cute Sebastian, and there's some, and it's all Spanish, it's all this really weird, there's like El Grecos there that are bigger than, and better than the El Grecos on the poster outside for the show of the guy's collection. So
That's true.
It's kind of weird.
And just speak the truth, Malik. Don't hold back.
Speak the truth.
And the thing about it is that the truth is, Jade, I really wanted to tell you that there is a show at the museum next door called Japan's Beckoning Cats, about cat figurines.
You want to know
I love
something
that.
embarrassing about me and my house?
Yeah, tell an embarrassing
I have 4 cats that live inside the house, which isn't that weird because a lot of people have 4 cats. But I also have 20 cats that live outside the house that I take care of. And that we have 20 bowls lined up along the side of the
cat food, and all of them are fixed, and they all have their shots and trapped and spayed and neutered, all of them. So I'm proud of it, but it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because it seems dirty because I have
Actually visit her house because I have allergies.
So in the boardroom downstairs is a plaque that commemorates Queen Elizabeth's visit to this museum in the early 80s. And I was going to take it and use it in the performance somehow, and then it seemed like that level of intervention wasn't necessary. And then in the other corner, there's some easels with a very old plaque kind of leaned against the wall behind these like crafts easels, and it's commemorating the people who first gave the building to the museum.
But so to get to your earlier point, one of the truths I think we learned is the reason that they let us use this gallery and not the one across the way is because the art there is probably worth more money, right? Yeah, this is my theory.
So we're going to need one volunteer to sit in a chair right there. Does anybody want to just sit and be and have a song sung to them?
Come on.
Everybody else?
Shall I bring my own chair?
Yeah, let's bring it. We'll bring your chair.
What
We got it
right
out
here?
The palace that I designed you from dreams that at one time were mine. The plans drawn in lines that bind me, entwine me, remind me that buildings are structures which crumble as a pencil pressed firmly will break. And if you paid me £10,000 a year, I could never afford to live here. And though I chose all the decor, my dear, I will never sit in this chair.
From this chair, you watch the entertainment, a royal ballet composed of my dreams. Choreography offers only sad hints of a life I can never redeem. And if you paid me $1,000,000 coins so rare, it would never allay my fear. You could replace me by this time next year.
Why should I
Make my art
to serve you and your class? I
It'll be working in easy. Of course you're coming.
You don't have
Cool, all right. So just sort of wander around in this theater space. Those of you who are sitting, remember you're also participating. We expect your full.
Okay, so we are going to, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play a game called the Baroque line. Okay? And if I may ask one of my colleagues to help me create an imaginary golden curled
So choose one side of this
line down the center of this room.
Okay.
Imagine I'm unfurling a long golden cord. Exactly right here. I'm going to ask just a series of questions. It's just you're going to make a choice here. And the most important thing is there's no middle. And if you feel uncomfortable, that's sort of the point. It's sort of about binary. You just have to decide what you're going to be. So, if English is your first language, stand on this side of the line. And if you identify as English as a second language, stand on this side of the line. So English as a first language, stand on this side of the line. English as a second language, on this side of the line. Okay. If you identify as being an adult, stand on this side of the line. If you identify as being an infant, stand on this side of the line. Adult, infant. And just notice with you. Just take a look around at this is your community. If you would say, if someone asked you, if you are employed, stand on this side of the line. If you're unemployed, stand on this side of the line. Employed, unemployed, whatever that means to you. Whatever it means. And again, notice who's here. If you would consider yourself a spiritualist, we're going to be on this side. Satanist on this side. Spiritualist, Satanist. It's just a simple choice. And again, any of you want to have strong feelings out here, make a statement. And again, notice who you're with. This is your If you are a vegetable, this side. Fruit on this side. Fruit or vegetable. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. Abalone. Abalone. Ebony. Abalone. Ebony. Medusa. Over here, Pegasus. Over here. Medusa, Pegasus. Pegasus. Let's see. Child with bird cage. Over here. Menacing cupids. Over here. Just a cupid? Menacing cupids.
Cupids.
Yeah. That's me.
Excuse me. Liberal on this side. Libertine on this side. Libertine, liberal. Choose now. Talk to your friends if you don't know what it means. We're part of the same group here. Portugal, Hungary. servant, ruling class, and be honest, there's nothing to be ashamed of. This is about getting to know each other better. That's cool. Okay, a couple more. Racist. Racist. Black supremacist. Black supremacist. Racist. Black supremacist. There's no white supremacist. Racist. That's cool. This is great. Member, and this can mean anything that you want it to mean. Member of a majority, member of a minority. Majority, minority. Majority. Whatever that is to you. Couple more, just two more. Wait, how many? One, two more. Let's see. Let's find a good one. Parallelogram. Full circle. Parallelogram, full circle.
Oh, we lost. Sorry.
Kind of evenly split. And last, Baroque, minimalist. Baroque, minimalist. And I'm going to place myself on this line. Okay, excellent.
Wow.
I feel like I learned something.
Why don't we just mingle around the room a little bit? Just kind of walk around. You're on stage, just kind of go on
I'm so
stage.
comfortable with it. Can I give yourself enough? Just walking around.
Even
So what we'll do next, these are like court entertainments, you see. I don't know if we have to explain all the kind of thematic resonances or what, but this is another entertainment we'll do, and we'll call it Constellation. So what's going to happen is I'll ask you a simple question that you'll be able to answer by putting your hand on the shoulder, politely, of somebody else in the room here. So just keep moving around and you'll understand. And these shapes will form will be constellations. So the first constellation we'll do will be Cassiopeia. Put your hand on the shoulder of someone who is slightly taller or much shorter than you.
slightly on 5.
All right, let's keep moving. Stars, shooting stars, moving around. The second constellation will join the formation of the Pleiades. Put your hand on the shoulder of someone with whom you may share an ancestry. Put your hand on the shoulder of someone with whom you may share an ancestry.
If you just trace a part of you do.
Fascinating. Interesting. Some people become stars in the constellation when they have many hands reaching for them, many aspiring ancestors. Now let's move around. Shooting stars, shooting stars. For Orion's belt, put your hand on the shoulder of someone who you think is sexually attractive, but no pressure.
No pressure.
All right, now we will do Ursa Major. As we circulate around shooting stars, put your hand on the shoulder of someone who projects a positive vibe.
Is that uncomfortable with the camera?
Fascinating. All right, and one more. Let's move around, circulating astral plane, constellations of spheres. Centaurus. Place your hand on the shoulder of someone who emanates privilege. Who emanates privilege. It's probably funnier in here than it is out there. Strange things have happened. Wonderful. Thank you. And that's the constellation with 1/3 infinity.
Exactly enough people to just skip the
Don't leave the stage. Come on. There's one more.
Okay, stick around. One more thing.
One more thing.
Hold on, no, we have to discuss something.
Skip the pyramids and
Let's
skip
skip
the
this.
costumes.
All right. This is awesome.
Okay, how many of you want to put on some costumes over your clothes? And they're clean.
They're
Anyone who
totally
wants to put on costumes over your clothes,
So so first what we need to do is line up in a line. So don't go to the costume rack. I'm sorry, I feel boxy. Just line up in a line, like a curved line, just going this way, just facing forward in a line. Facing other way, forward. Yes. Turn around facing. So we're just in this curved line. Okay. Oh look. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do because...
Take one step back. This is interesting. Oh yes. This is an off the shoulder. So one of your arms.
Stylish experiences I'm going to ever get.
Is there down here? No. Oh, well maybe it's not a. It's for our head. This is how it So I'm supposed to have sleeves, but
This one, you can have something to skip and then put it in.
you thought you were off the hook.
There you go.
So this is personifications. As you might know from paintings and poems, a personification is when a person enacts a principle or a spirit or a being or an idea or a notion. So you with your body are going to become personifications.
Can I get the lines maybe you can smooth this out here? You guys move forward a little bit.
Just form a
Just
line.
kind of form a line a little more. It's like I think it's a natural kind of human instinct to form lines.
This is kind of hard to do.
It's beautiful. Look at these guys. No, I'd like to get a round of applause for our beautiful. In San Diego. This is the San Diego that I always wanted to live in. What about you? Alright. So, Jade is going to hand each of you a little piece of paper. On it will be a concept
Such as
sexual harassment in this case. And you will, okay, well, that's an outlier. Just to let you know that. There's another one. Elasticity. Elasticity, okay? What you will do is when you get the concept, you will make a gesture with your body. Something that represents the idea. Sexual harassment would be kind of like, well, I don't know. But elasticity, you can kind of, you don't want to do that either. But something with your body that communicates the idea. Just hold the pose, and then we will come around and ask you which idea you got, okay?
And so don't say it out loud.
Say it out loud.
Keep it a secret.
Just each one of you, okay? So we can start.
He had two, and I said you combine it into like a different kind of thing. If you hate yours, just raise your hand. I'll give you another.
I got two.
Okay. Sorry.
That's
right. That's
Do you think that the 9 muses had a choice? Can we name all 9 of the 9 muses as a group? I can only get through 4. Oh, do I get one? Okay.
You can name 4 muses.
Cleo, Melpomene, Irene, and Terpsichore. After that, it just becomes.
So how are we doing? Are you ready? Is everyone
Okay, everyone got their concept? All right, take the position.
1, 2, 3, pose.
Pose. Incontinence. Urban environment.
The Hudson River.
Chocolate. All right, awesome.
Irrigation.
Wow, and I have to say, I really admire that you figured out how to wear that thing. I said that accidentally, and it was weird. All right. Communication. Communication.
I can't hear you. I'm the White House.
Ah, she's the White House. Loaded. And I got debt ceiling. How weird. the Madonna print fabric, no less.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah. I'm feeling that. What did you get?
Radiation.
Radiation.
National interest.
Hold your poses, guys, if you can.
National interest. Sort of driving. No, okay.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Entrepreneurship.
Wait, what is it?
Entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Let me see your pose again.
What is it?
Give me some money. That's good. I really admire entrepreneurship, as long as it doesn't destroy the environment. Okay.
The Himalayas.
The Himalayas. Oh, one of the more beautiful. The Himalayas.
Nazism.
Nazism. Awesome.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either. Okay, what did you get?
Quality.
Quality. Oh, it seems really appropriate.
And I like that you're gesturing towards the gown. Very tactful.
Synergy.
Synergy. Does anyone know? Well, you must know what that means.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. But it does seem like hands together.
Yeah,
that's how
it
you
seems
do it.
like it kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Something's in synergy.
Legality.
Legality. Snap.
Depression.
Depression.
We all know how that feels.
All right, and that. Okay, now stay where you are for sonifications. What do we do next, Malik?
We do it like a dance or something.
Oh, right, okay, now just using your position as a kind of inspirational starting point, you're gonna make a little dance out of it. I got overdraft protection, so I think I'm just gonna do like...
I had a question. Mine was a question.
Okay, personifications, stay. You're beautiful, we love you. We have one last. You guys won, basically. You won the prize, which is that you get to be on stage with us until the show's over, okay? But it's almost over. It's almost over. We have one more thing. We're going to tell the future. Oh, I feel like the thing about this show is, we dwell in the past. I mean, the Baroque, who really cares, right? Let's think about the future. Let's think about what this history has provided us as a sort of pedestal upon which to build our beautiful structure that is the future. So we're going to get together and we're going to learn a little song as a kind of incantation. And do we have any extras of the little booklet? Because it has the lyrics in it. Some over here? All right. Just so you guys can share these here. It's the very last thing. It's fairly easy to learn. Does everyone have it?
So what's going to happen?
Well, first we'll learn the song, then here we go. Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me? Two more. Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me? One more. Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me? And now, this open mic awaits anyone who is struck with a vision in the future. Just come right up. Tell us what you think is going to happen to us, to you, to these people, to these paintings, to this yellow paint.
Future 5 years from now, future 10 years, 2 seconds from now.
Anyone in this group of psychic prognosticatory personifications, I'll show you how it's done a little bit. But first, let's sing this song one more time. Oh, you're almost ready. He's ready. Oh my God, something came to him. Oh my God.
I think in the future, men will sit down to paint.
Urban zip lines.
Like at 8:30, I'm gonna go out to dinner.
Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me?
Doesn't have to be clever.
See, mine is totally not smart. And if anything in the audience feels like they want to say something, run up, go on, run up.
In the future, you will go to Paris and you will understand everything.
Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me?
In the future, wine will replace water.
The people are going to rise up. They're going to storm the White House, and then we'll see how they like that.
But if the Republicans have their way, we'll go the way of Argentina.
I love it.
Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me?
Quinoa is going to become huge.
Yeah, let's
Tell us of the future. Tell us what you see. Tell us what will happen. Will it affect me?
Come on, guys. Oh, no.
Lay it down.
Speak.
In the future, there will be marriage equality.
Oh, yay!
Actually, I was going to say in the future I'm going to continue to dress like a pirate.
In the future, I'll be in Broadway.
Tell us what you see.
This is exhausting.
Tell us what will happen.
Please, will it affect me?
In the future, California will float off and become its own country.
Oh, I thought that too. Maybe we could just do a speed round of futures. Okay, speed round of futures.
You will all die.
No. I'm going to Nunu's in the future tonight.
It's okay, I heard about new news, I might see you there.
In the future, my hair will grow.
Future will grow. That's good. That's optimistic. Okay.
Androids will dream of like your cheek.
Zebra print will come into fashion.
Dave Sawyer and the Prize Patrol will be at my door with the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes ticket.
You believe that? That's cool.
Prince will do another tour.
Prince! Oh my God! Did you guys see Prince in LA? That was so amazing.
In the future, I won't get into someone else's costume.
You won't?
You'll make your own costume. I'll make my own.
Well, let this be inspiring. Let me tell you, I taught myself to sew making these beautiful clothes.
They don't fit the
In the future, there will be a bathroom on every corner.
It's very practical.
Beautiful. In the future, I will move to Mexico. Cool. What part? Awesome. Here for Tijuana, everybody. Tijuana. Let's hear it. Did everybody prognosticate
Did everybody get
properly?
to say what they wanted to say?
Okay. Pretty much. All right. So we're going to close out the show with our very last event, which just requires everybody to kind of sit down.
Just sit down.
Sit down on the floor.
If you're comfortable doing that, or in a chair, whatever.
But I'd like to round of applause, right?
Yes.
For the future, right?
Close your eyes.
We'd like everyone to close their eyes.
Close your eyes. Audience, performers.
Just relax.
Just relax. Some of you have your eyes open. That's fine. That's cool. If you really want to have your eyes open. It's okay.
Works better with our closed. But we're not going to touch you. Promise.
Just take a deep breath. When the late June sun has finally set, you, the king, and your council board gold-covered gondolas, floating peacefully on brightly shimmering lake waters. You admire the gorgeous illuminations in the gardens of the new pleasure palace. As the fragile vessels drift toward an artificial islet, the waters, now put in motion by invisible machines, whisper and murmur, then rise and fall.
Suddenly, a splendid sea chariot plated with silver appears out of nowhere, pulled by two gigantic dolphins, from whose mouths jets of water, fountain-like, shoot up high in the air. In the chariot stands a goddess, Aqua herself, robed in silver. Shiny rivulets for her hair, her left hand holds a
a silver urn filled with fishes of many species, which she pours into the now torrential waters. In Aqua's wake, a chorus of 20 nymphs, fountains, springs, and rivers sing and play their instruments.
Approaching you, the king, Aqua motions to the waters to come to rest, then addresses you, the monarch. As Aqua speaks, the islet gradually comes to life with light. Scores of cleverly hidden lamps and torches reveal a multitude of tree-like humans, or human-like trees, covering a rugged, lofty mountain in the center. Cantillating her last lines, Aqua bows and withdraws with her train as magically as she appeared. The Baroque style originates whenever any great art starts to fade.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The current time is 9:03, so we officially closed 3 minutes ago. So if you would just help us by going down to the rotunda and exiting as quickly as possible, that would be great. Please don't run off with those awesome costumes. I know you want to. Please leave those behind. And if we could all put our hands together and have one more round of applause for my members.
You're right.
Yeah, it was direct because I couldn't hear people that were.
Me too. And you know, and it's
Thank you.